And Katie, you're good to go.
All right. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Thanks for tuning in and joining us here with the CMBA. I'm Katie Anders, and I have a special guest here with me today, PJ Mooney. Some of you might know PJ. She is an attorney, but she also has a yoga practice that she does. And she has become a yoga instructor. She is Baptiste certified leader with specialty training in yoga for people with PTSD and for first responders, which is awesome, PJ. PJ is the owner of Fierce Heart Yoga in Broadview Heights, and she is going to lead us today and help us try to de-stress a bit from the crazy weeks. So PJ, I turn it over to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Katie, and thank you for the opportunity to do this today. We will be doing a fairly standard JIP, Journey into Power flow. So the one thing I would tell you is that yoga is about you and about where you are. I will be leading through the practice, holding space for you, but you take what you need from the practice. That's really what this is about. It's an opportunity to just kind of get in your zone, let go of anything that may be stressing you out. And I'm guessing there might be a couple things at this point in light of everything that's going on. And just kind of go through it, get some exercise, get some breathing, and come back to who you are. So I today am lucky enough to have my assistant, Coco, who's going to be actually going through the practice with you all. So if you have any questions about poses or what I'm asking you to do, you can go ahead and look at Coco. She's going to be right here on the mat with us, performing the flow as we go through it. And I'll also be talking about variations and whatnot that are available to you. So we will start in child's pose. So go ahead and take a spot on your mat, and you'll see Coco's knees are going to be wide, her toes are together, and her arms are out in front of us. So if you're not familiar with child's pose, this is what it is. And then go ahead and just start to cultivate some deep breathing. Take a deep breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then breathe in again for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And we're going to exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what I want you to start to do as you breathe is become aware of your rib cage as it expands with your inhale. And then blow everything out onto your mat. Allow your mat to fog up. Allow your body to sink. Imagine that you're a popsicle on a hot day and you're just melting onto the mat. You're going to take a deep breath in, allow your rib cage to open, and then exhale onto the mat. And now bring the back of your throat together and start to cultivate what we call ujjayi breathing. It's like the sound of an ocean as it flows onto the shore and then back off. So I'll demonstrate it in and out. And just work that breath, work that sound, allow yourself to relax. And as you do that, I want you to bring your awareness to the tops of your feet and where they meet your mat. And just become aware of that sensation, what your feet feel like as they push into the mat. And then bring your awareness up your shins, into your knees. Become aware of the bend of your knees, where the back of your thigh meets your calf. And bring your awareness to the top of your thighs and into your hips. Yeah, that's it. And then up your hips and into your low back. And allow your low back to melt. Bring your awareness to your spine, from the bottom of the spine. And just notice. Notice your spine. Bring your attention up at vertebrae by vertebrae. Now feel the back of your neck and your shoulders. Become aware of your biceps, your forearms where they meet the mat. and your hands where they meet the mat. And go ahead and take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, walk your fingertips up to the top of your mat so that your arms come off the mat. And spider your hands so that your fingertips are the only thing on the mat. And become active. Make this an active pose. Really push your feet in. Start to create space. Think about lengthening your spine and opening up. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, walk your fingertips over to the top left corner of your mat. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up this right side body, and you can feel the space as it's created between your ribs, that opening there, allowing for air and for space. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring your fingertips back through center. Inhale. And as you exhale, move your fingertips to the other side. Now opening up the right side rib cage. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, bring your fingertips back to center. One more big breath in. And now as you exhale, curl your toes, lift your hips, and we're going to rise straight up to downward facing dog. That's it. And make this dog long. So you want space between your hands and your feet. This is not a hamstring stretch. This is a low back opener. Okay, so that's what we want to work on. This straight line here. Your head's going to hang low, and you're just going to kind of move it around in this position. And now slowly just walk your feet up to meet your hands at the top of your mat. And we're going to come into ragdoll position. So Coco's going to let her head hang. And just kind of sway back and forth here, moving. Nice micro bend in your knees. This is soft. We're not warm enough yet to really be working those hammies. So just rest in this pose. And then go ahead and switch your hands. So if your right arm is grabbing your left bicep, switch so that the other arm is inside. Yeah, there we go. And then just sway a little bit here too, back and forth. And let your head hang. Soften your knees. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, go ahead and let your hands come to the ground. And then we're going to inhale and take a half lift. So spine straight, stretch out your crown of your head towards the wall opposite you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. And we step back to high plank. So your hands are directly under your shoulders here. Your toes are behind your legs, totally at the back of the mat, and you're engaged. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we lower about halfway down. And now we press through to an upward facing dog. So big chest, big breath in. And exhale back again to downward facing dog. So that's our first sun A. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your heels, walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise all the way up, big stretch. And exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back, high plank, low plank, press through upward facing dog, press back downward facing dog, breathe in, breathe out. And know that as we move through the practice, this flow, this part of the vinyasa is always optional. If you don't want to take the push-up, if you don't want to take upward facing dog, just go straight into downward facing dog. That is perfectly fine. You are where you are today. Take the practice as you need it every time you get on your mat. So take a deep breath in, lift your heels, bend your knees, walk or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, yogi bow. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step back, high plank to low plank, press through up dog, and press back downward facing dog. Nice. Take a deep breath in and exhale, blow everything out. One more deep breath in. Exhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, walk or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale all the way down. And again, step back, high plank to low plank, upward face and downward face. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, walk or float to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to the mat. Inhale, rise. Big stretch, open, look back. And exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step your feet back. High plank to low plank. Press through up dog and press back downward facing dog. Catch your breath, big breath in and exhale. Focus on that breath all the time. You can always come back to breath. It's one of our foundations, right? Yeah. So now we're going to take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to lift our right leg. We're going to step our right leg forward. And then we're going to bring our left foot to meet it and rise up to chair pose. So chair pose, watch your knees here. Make sure they're level. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and fold. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back. High plank to low plank. Rise up, up dog, and press back downward facing dog. Now take your right foot, step it between your hands. Rise up, warrior one. Back foot spins flat and points towards about 3 o'clock or a little bit above 2 o'clock. Try to get this front leg parallel. Take a deep breath in and exhale, bring your hands down to the ground. Step back, high plank, low plank, press through up dog, press back downward facing dog, left leg steps forward between your hands. Rise up, warrior one, big breath in. Warrior one, good. Square your hips to the front. So the tendency is always going to be to let this hip come back. Pull it forward so the hips are square. Yeah, that's it. Back foot's flat, good. Take a deep breath in, exhale, hands come to the mat, frame your foot. Step back, high plank to low plank. Press through to upward face and press back downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And another deep breath in and exhale. Lift your heels, bend your knees. On your exhale, walk or float to the front of your mat. Rise up, chair pose. Again, toes together, hips are back. You should be able to look down above your knees and see your toes. Bring your biceps by your ears. Yeah, and sit back a little more. There you go. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, forward fold. High plank to low plank. Up dog, downward facing dog. Right away, right foot steps between your hands. Rise all the way up, warrior one, inhale. Exhale, hands come down, frame your foot, step back. High plank to low plank. And back to downward facing dog. Right away, left foot comes forward. Rise up, warrior one. Back foot spins flat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hands frame your foot. Step back, high plank to low plank. Up dog, press back, downward facing dog, and breathe. Keep your gaze right between your feet. Stay on your mat. And as anything enters in, any discomfort, any thoughts that are not of your practice, acknowledge them and then let them go. This is not their time. Lift your heels, bend your knees, walk or float to the front on your exhale, rise up, chair pose, and forward fold. High plank to low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Right away, right foot steps forward. Rise up, warrior one. Big breath in. Exhale, hands frame your foot, step back. And we're high plank to low plank. Press back, downward facing dog. Left foot goes. Come forward with the left foot. Rise up, warrior one. Big inhale. Exhale, hands come down, step back. And we're high to low to up and back to down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your heels, bend your knees, walk or float to the front, and rise up to chair pose. And breathe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step back. High plank. Low plank. Rise up, upward facing dog. Big breath in here. Get that chest out. Yeah, there you go, chest out. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And breathe. Take your right leg up to the sky. Flex your foot. Straighten your leg. And press, step as if you're stepping into the wall behind you. Get a good flex in that foot. Take a deep breath in, bend your knee. Now open that hip up to the side wall so that, yeah, see how this leg stays bent and this hip is open, and keep your weight evenly distributed between your two hands. Yeah, that's it. Now from here, come up onto the fingertips of your right hand. And then slowly, if it's in your practice, you can go ahead and flip your dog and come over into a back bend. Yeah, that's it. And then reach. Reach that hand up to me, up to the front, and stretch, create space. Take a deep breath in and exhale, bring that hand straight up to the sky and come back to a high plank. And then go ahead and roll your heels over to the right, keeping that right arm down. That's it. And we're gonna take side plank so that left arm comes up. Yeah, that's it. Squeeze your belly, squeeze your butt, press the ground away. Open your chest, see where you can take this. Fall, I challenge you to fall out of poses. That's how we grow, it's through the discomfort. That's where growth happens, so lots of growth going on right now, right? Take a deep breath in, exhale, bring that hand back down. Take high plank to low plank. Press through up dog, press back down dog. Take a deep breath in, lift your left leg. Again, flex that left foot hard. There you go. Press into the wall behind you. That's it, push, create some tension. This is a full body move here. Go ahead and bend that knee and open up that hip. So same thing here. Don't dump into either hand. Get that hip right here nice and open. Knee stays elevated. And then if it's in your practice, if it's here today, do the same thing you did on the other side. You can go ahead and flip your dog. There you go. Get those hips high. Let that hand come forward. Reach to me, reach to the wall, reach to a family member if they're with you, whatever it is. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Go ahead and flip back over to high plank to low plank. Press through to upward facing dog. Press back to downward facing dog. Now come back down to that high plank. You said I forgot, didn't you? I didn't. Go ahead and drop your heels to the other side. So heels come good. And we're gonna take side plank. This time, your left arm stays down, your right arm goes high. And breathe. And create space. Reach for the ceiling. Really try to reach for something above you. Push the ground away. Expand the space between your shoulders. Take a deep breath in and exhale, come back to high plank. To low plank and press through to upward facing dog and press back downward facing dog and breathe. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take another deep breath in and this time blow it all out on your knees. Just fog up your knees, look at your knees, look up at your belly button, let that head hang super heavy. Take a deep breath in, lift your right leg, Now bring your right knee to your nose. Now take it back up, three-legged dog. Bring your right knee to your right bicep. Take it back up, three-legged dog. Bring your right knee to your left bicep. Take it back up, three-legged dog. Stay with me. Deep breath in. On your exhale, bring your knee back to your nose. Pause. Now step through and rise up to crescent lunge. So crescent lunge, again, arms are up, biceps are by your ears. Your knee is on the pinky toe side of your foot, and your back heel is going to be up over the ball of your foot. And now what you want to do, what you want to think about in this pose is splitting the ground beneath you. So your front foot pushes forward, your back toes push backwards, as if you're going to split your mat in half. So take a deep breath in and exhale, and take one more deep breath in. And now we're going to open up to warrior two. So spin around to warrior two. There you go. Nice, Coco. Now, same thing here. You want to be between two windows. So tuck that butt and bring that front knee out over your baby toe. Yeah, just like that. And breathe. And stay upright so you're not leaning too far forward. You want to stay square. There you go. And now look out over your front fingertips. This is a super big pose. Take up space. And again, we're splitting the mat. So that back foot is pushing back and your front foot's pushing forward. And here we are. And we look forward over our fingertips. And breathe. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. And take another deep breath in. Exhale. Now flip your front palm so that it faces the ceiling. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to reverse your warrior. So this front hand's going to come back. Yeah, that's it. And then we're going to open up this rib cage, creating space. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, we're going to come into side angle pose. So that right arm's going to come down just inside that front leg. And you can use a block here if you have it, or your hand can be on the ground, or also a really good place for your arm is right on your thigh. And just bring that left arm up. And again, we're just creating space. And breathe. And look up at those fingertips. Make sure that right knee isn't sinking in. Keep that right knee out over your baby toe. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, come back up to warrior two. Nice. Take a deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, go ahead and pigeon toe your feet so that both toes are going to face the same direction. And now bring your hands to your hips. Take a deep breath in. Press your hips forward and look up at the ceiling. And as you exhale, slowly forward fold. And bring your hands down to the ground. So this is wide-legged forward fold for obvious reasons. Now you can do a couple things here. We have lots of options. You can stay right here. That's a beautiful pose. You can bring your head to the mat if that's in your practice. You can widen your stance. If you have a headstand in your practice, now's a fine time for a tripod headstand. Or you can just hang here. You can bring your hands behind your feet, whatever you need from the practice today. And that's really always what we want, right? Yeah, this is where we are. That's it. No judgment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, fold a little further. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Now inhale, take a half lift. Exhale, come the whole way down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Take a deep breath in. And now all you're going to do is pigeon toe your toes so that they're both facing forward. You're going to breathe in, look up at the ceiling, and exhale, straighten that front leg and fold over it. And just breathe here and soften. Take another deep breath in. and soften. And just rest. Look at your knee. Let your head hang, tuck your chin. Listen to yourself breathing. Always come back to breath, no matter how uncomfortable the pose is. That's when yoga starts, right? When you want to come out of the pose, that's when the pose starts. And then go ahead and take a half lift, inhale. And now soften that front knee so there's a bend in it. And bring your hands down to frame your front foot. And then go ahead and lift your back leg high for standing split. And I don't know if you've seen these poses, your foot probably is not going to go very high, but bring your foot up as high as you can. And this is a great place to hang out. If you want to do something a little different, you can go ahead and drop that back foot and take some hops. So go ahead and plant your hands hard. And then just bring your feet together. So you're in, yeah, that's it. And now just bend your knees and just take some hops like you're going to go into handstands. There you go. Yeah. And just bring those knees up. Bring your belly button into your spine. Good. And then go ahead, if you're in standing split, go ahead and bring that leg down and step back so you're in downward facing dog. We'll all meet in down dog. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And take another deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. This time on your exhale, bring your left knee to your nose and then press it back up, downward facing dog. Exhale, left knee, left bicep. Press it back up, three-legged dog. Left knee, right bicep. Press it back up, three-legged dog. Stay with me one more time. Exhale, bring that knee right to your nose and silently, like a ninja, step through and rise up to crescent. So same thing. So back heel comes high and we breathe. Yeah, there you go. Bring those biceps by your ears. Really well done. Looks great, you guys. And go ahead and breathe and sink. Bring that front thigh parallel to the ground. Press that knee out over the pinky toe side. Yeah, you got it. Beautiful. And notice if there's discomfort in your thigh, in your left leg, notice it. But don't move away. Stay. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, open up to warrior two. Yeah. So same thing here. Body square, spine straight. Split your mat underneath your feet. And then watch your gaze, your drishti. It's one of our pillars, right? Where are you looking at? Find that point. Gaze out into the future, over your fingertips. And breathe. Keep that knee out over your baby toe. And breathe in. And breathe out. And again, if you start to experience a sensation in your front thigh, that's okay. Just acknowledge it. Don't react. The choice is always up to you. We could stand here for the next 25 minutes and every one of you could do it, as long as you tell yourself you can. And really that's what it's about, right? Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, flip your front palm and settle. One more big breath. And exhale, go ahead, reverse your warrior. So flip back and breathe. Open up that side rib cage. Take a deep breath in. Feel that expansion as you stay low in that front knee. And then exhale, come to side angle on this side. So now that left hand is either going to go to the ground or you can rest it right on your front knee. And then bring that right arm up to the sky and look up. Get those ears away from your shoulders. Bring your shoulders down and back. And breathe. And exhale. And take a deep breath in. And exhale. One more deep breath in. And then as you exhale, come back up to warrior two. Yeah, and settle. And breathe. And then go ahead from here and just pigeon toe your toes to the side. And again, bring your hands to your hips. Press your hips forward, look up at the sky, open your heart up, and on your exhale, forward fold. And then here you can do the same thing. You can take your ankles in your hands. Another great thing to do here is to take a bind. So I'll just have Coco go ahead and take your hands and bring them up behind your hips. So clasp your hands behind your back. And then you can just let them fall down over your head. This is a really, really great shoulder opener. So if you have tight pecs, you know, or sitting a lot, hunched over, this is a great, great opener. It's a shoulder rinse in wide-legged forward fold. It's always an option available. Make the pose your own. So it's where you are. All right, so go ahead, take a deep breath in. Bring your hands back to your small back. If you're in the bind, let them come to the floor. Nice. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take another deep breath in and exhale. And then go ahead and pigeon toe your toes towards the front of your mat. Yeah. Take a half lift and then exhale and fold right over that. And breathe. And take a deep breath in and let your head hang heavy. Soften your knee. Always a little bit of a micro bend in your knees. When we have weight on them, we never want them to be super locked out, right? Yeah, there you go. And then go ahead. And same thing here. You can go ahead and set up. You can just lean forward into standing split, or you can come back and do those little handstand hops. So whatever you did on the other side, you can go ahead and take on this side. So yeah. And just breathe. Flex your foot. Yeah, good. And just stay and breathe. And now go ahead, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, bring that foot down so that your feet meet each other on the mat. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Let your head hang heavy. Look up at your belly button. And then on your inhale, we're going to rise up back to chair pose. Big breath in and bring our hands to heart center on an exhale, and we twist to the right. So you're going to bring your left bicep just outside your right knee. And now what you want to watch here is this left knee is going to want to pop forward. Don't let it. Pull it back and breathe. And now in this pose, what you want to think about is trying to get your chest above your butt. So let your bottom sink, let your heart come high. And if you'd like, you can open your wings here and just expand your arms. Yeah, there you go. Look up at the ceiling and take it a little bit. And the balance we have here, the sthira and the sukha, is the pressure from the thigh onto the arm. And we breathe. You know, we're all doing things at home now, so there will be distractions, chihuahuas barking, that kind of thing. But we stay in our practice, we stay on our mats. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands back to heart center. Come through to chair pose. So arms come up, stay. Hands come back to heart center. And we twist to the other side. And then same thing here, watch that right knee. It's going to want to pop. Tuck it back in there. And remember your foundation. Keep your feet grounded. And take a deep breath in and exhale. And take another deep breath in and exhale. And again, try to keep your bottom low, your backside towards the mat, and your heart higher than your hips, right? And you can open your wings on this side if you did that on the other side, if you have that in your practice. Yeah. And look up at your fingertips. And resettle. And again, when you start to notice the discomfort, I'm noticing the discomfort she's in right now, and that's okay. But we acknowledge it. We don't come out of it. You know that you can see she's working to hold the pose, and that's what we do. That's where the growth happens. And so we stay. And we grow. We take one more deep breath in as we reach that hand high. And then on our exhale, we come back to heart center, rise up, chair pose. Don't come out. Stay, stay, stay. And exhale, forward fold. Nicely done. Take a deep breath in, half lift. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. And from here, we're going to take yogi forward fold. So take your peace fingers under your big toes. Yeah, widen your stance a little bit. And now this is active. So I want you to keep a micro bend in your knees here. And now pull your head down, really pull. Press your toes into your fingers. Pull up on your toes. Make this active. Make it useful. And let your elbows come out to the side. Yeah, there you go. Well, we're just going to be here. And we're going to breathe. And we know if it's uncomfortable, again, that's okay. Nothing lasts forever. And then go ahead and release your toes. And now you're going to walk your feet onto your hands. So your feet are going to come up to, your toes will come up to your wrists. Yeah, gorilla pose. And same thing, make this active. Press your tailbone high. Pull your head down. So everything's active. Bring your shoulder blades. Yeah, that's it. So they come away from your ears and they come together around your spine. Your shoulder blades kiss around your spine, right? Yeah. And then go ahead and now release your hands. And then a couple of variations here. We can take goddess squat. So your butt drops. That's it. Yeah, and then just press your knees into your biceps and your biceps press back, your triceps. Or if you have crow in your practice, now's a great time to take crow. Really, it's the only time to take crow, so go ahead and do that if it's in your practice. Okay. And if you have crow to headstand, now's when you want to do that too. But whatever pose you're in, come back to breath. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And take another deep breath in and exhale. If you're up, come down and meet us back here in goddess pose. And then go ahead and bring your hands to the mat and lift your butt and just come right into forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Inhale, rise all the way up. Now, on your exhale, we're going to take right side eagle. So bring your right leg over your left, and then bring your right arm under your left. Yeah. For eagle pose. And breathe. Now remember, this is based on chair, so you want your hips to sink back. And breathe. Bring those elbows up in front of your face. Engage your shoulders. Let those shoulder blades kiss on the back of around the back of your spine. Take a deep breath in and exhale, release. Bring your arms up to the sky. And on your exhale, we switch. So left leg over, left arm under. And here, you really want to think about your drishti. Like, what are you looking at? Pick a point and gaze. Bring your belly button into your spine. That's it. And breathe. And take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, go ahead and release. And one more time, set it up. Big inhale up. And exhale, we're going to come to eagle again on your right side. Yeah. So right leg over, right leg under. Right leg over, right arm under. And squeeze. Square your hips to the front. That's it. Bring those elbows up a little bit. Yeah. And release. Bring your arms up. And exhale, last eagle on your left. So left leg over, left arm under. Yeah. And breathe. There you go. Take a deep breath in. And release. Bring your arms up high. Now bring your hands down beside your hips into Tadasana. So square your feet. Your toes should be pointed directly forward. Hips are square to the front. Hands are down and engaged. And now all you're going to do is lift. You're going to bend your right knee, keeping it right beside your thigh. Reach back. Take the inside of your right foot for dancers, and then just press into your hand and lean forward, lifting that back leg. Bring your left arm up, and again, drishti. So pick a point, stare at it, keep your hips square, and just breathe. Nice. And release. Same thing, other side, come into Tadasana. Bend that left foot, reach back with your left hand and press. And now go for it. Push and pull, push into your hand, pull on your foot. Create tension, create strength, and fall. See how far you can bend. Take it to the edge, grow. Do more. It's easy to stay in your comfort zone, but nothing good happens there. It's boring, right? You need to be out on the edge, learning, doing, getting better, growing, living. And release. And one more time, dancer other side. And lean. And breathe. And exhale, release. And come to dancer on your other side. That's it. Squaring those hips, leaning forward, pushing your foot into your hand. There you go. A little bit more, a little bit more. Nice job, guys. Go ahead, release. Come up, take a deep breath in. Raise up and bring your hands down to the mat. Step down to the mat, step back, high plank to low plank. Press through to upward facing dog and press back downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and exhale. One more deep breath in. And now I want you to do this time is press forward into high plank. And so from high plank, you're going to lengthen your neck long, press the crown of your head forward, engage your shoulder blades around your spine, and we lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, all the way down. Your feet are going to come flat, so unroll your toes. Bring your hands down beside your body, beside your hips, palms face flat, and we're going to rise up into locust pose. So we're going to bring our chest and our feet off the ground. Look down at the mat right in front of you, so your gaze is going to be about 4 or 5 inches in front of your mat so that your spine stays long. Take a deep breath in, lift a little more, and exhale, come down. Bring your right cheek to the mat. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, bring your face back to face forward, so your nose faces the mat. And exhale and lift, back to locust, everything up, good. Take a deep breath in, and lift, exhale. Deep breath in, exhale. One more deep breath in, and exhale, everything comes down. We're gonna take one floor bow. So Coco's gonna reach back, she's gonna grab her heels on an inhale, and then exhale, she's going to lift, kicking back into your hands. So you pull forward with your fingers and push back with your feet. And lift those thighs off the ground, breathe in. Exhale, lift, 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 lift. And exhale, everything down. And you know what, that was so pretty. Let's take one more of those. So go ahead, take a deep breath in, reach back, grab your ankles, exhale, everything goes up, 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 and breathe up higher, kick into those hands, that's it, big breath in, and exhale, come down, bring your left cheek to the mat this time. Good, and breathe. And now bring your palms up just under your rib cage. So your palms come up a little bit lower, so they're a little bit lower. That's it. And we're going to take one big up dog. So take a deep breath in, come to upward facing dog, really push the ground away. Press your feet hard into the mat. Make this a big heart opener. Squeeze your butt, pull your hip bones towards your wrist. And then exhale to downward facing dog. Bring your feet forward between your hands. And then go ahead and just sit down onto your mat and make your way to your back. Now we're going to do bridge pose. We have an option here. If you have a block with you, a great option is to just take the block under your low back. Turn so you're the other way. Yeah. So she's going to elevate her hips, and you can just leave the block right there and just rest on it. That's a great pose. It's actually a yin pose. We do that a lot in restorative. Alternatively, and what I'm going to actually have her do for the practice is come back down. So bring your feet directly under your butt. Yeah. And then she's just going to press her hips up. So take a deep breath in, push up. Now bring your hands, clasp your hands under your hips and roll your shoulders together. So what I care about in bridge pose, and what you should care about, is that what you're resting on is your arm bones, your long arm bones here, and your shoulders and just the back of your head. Your spine is not on the ground. So push up, elevate those hips, take a deep breath in, and exhale, come down. And go ahead and windshield wiper your legs back and forth. Yeah. And inhale, and back up we go. Good. High hips and press. And come down. All right, now your back should be fully warmed up. So if you have a wheel in your practice, now is a great time to set up and take wheel. So go ahead and press up. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower down, head and then body. Good. Windshield wipe your legs, inhale, exhale, set up, and back up we go. And see the arch, see as she straightens her arms, and each time you'll see you get a little more open. She's going to engage, bring those shoulder blades together. Yeah, yeah, see? That's it. Take a deep breath in. Yeah, and exhale, slowly lower down. Very nice. One big breath, windshield wiper, and set up. And we go back up, press, exhale. Nice, pretty wheels, nice bridges. Bridges always a great place to stay. Again, your practice, your pose. Take a deep breath in. And slowly lower down, head to back. Good. We'll take one more. So if you've been waiting for the last wheel, this is it. So go ahead and set up one breath and press up to wheel or to bridge and breathe. And then slowly lower down. Good, go ahead, bring your knees into your chest, give them a big hug, roll around a little bit. And then go ahead now, take your feet directly up to the sky, flex your toes, flex your feet. Yeah, bring those toes hard back towards your calves. Knees are straight up in the air. Yeah. So here, so bring your feet just like this, flex your feet. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna drop your right foot to 2 inches above the ground. Reach back a little bit. Bring your right foot to 2 inches above the ground. And then lock your hands behind your head. And we're just gonna pulse our chest up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg back up. Both legs are high. And now let that left leg drop to 2 inches above the ground. And we pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs back up. Now bend your knees. And we're going to take yogi bicycles. So let that right leg go long. The right leg hovers. And bring your right elbow to your left knee. And now switch for 25, 4, 3, 2, 1, 20, 19, 18, 17. Stay with me. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 more, 9, 8, 7, 6, stay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give your knees a big hug in. Yeah, and just roll around. Yeah, nice job. Good job, you guys. And then go ahead and just start to rock and roll back and forth on your back. Rock and roll. Yeah, and then just come up to standing. So rock hard. Yeah, that's it. And come up. And then go ahead and take a deep breath in. Bring your arms overhead. And as you exhale, go ahead and forward fold. And then just step back to a downward facing dog. And you can take your vinyasa here, or you can just stay in down dog, or you can go to high plank, to low plank, press through to up dog, and press back. Good. And now we're going to set up for a hip opener. We'll start with a half pigeon, which is a pretty common hip opener. So take your right leg high, bring your right knee to your right wrist. Yeah. And then parallel your shin to the front of your mat. So this is a great hip opener. This is half pigeon. And this is a great place to be. First we go high, and then if you have it in your practice, go ahead and fold over your front leg. If you don't have half pigeon in your practice, and I'll ask her to go ahead and show you this. Well, I'll do it. So all you have to do if this isn't in your practice is you're going to take your foot over, you're going to cross your legs, and then just bring your right leg up. Okay, and open it that way. You want to do this real quick in case they can't see me? Yeah. And if you're in half pigeon, just stay there. That's it. And then just reach behind the other leg. Yeah. And pull that leg forward, just like that. And that's another great hip opener. Your waist, stay where you are, and just breathe. Come back to breath. And then go ahead and slowly come out of that position. And come back to downward facing dog. Or if you don't need to come back to downward facing dog, you can just switch sitting. We're going to come to half pigeon on the left side. So bring that left knee to your left wrist. That's it. And then go ahead and sink down. And again, if half pigeon isn't your jam today, if it's not where you are, that's fine. Take the other hip opener. It's your practice, your way. But always, always, always come back to that Ujjayi breathing. Ujjayi breathing, in and out. And just rest. And breathe. And then go ahead and slowly just bring that leg around so you're in seated position. And then just we're going to come into full pigeon. So go ahead and bring your right leg down to the ground. Yeah, so full pigeon, yeah. So, okay, we'll start with the left leg down and then just bring your right leg over it. Yeah. So so your shins are parallel, one on top of the other in this pose. And just breathe. We're just here for a moment. Take a deep breath in. And you can fold forward if your hips are that open. This can be a challenging hip opener. And then fold. And then inhale, come up and switch to bring the other leg on top. Stack your shins. Yeah. And then fold. And just find ease. And breathe. And there's always ease in every pose. We just look. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, go ahead and fold. Fold a little more. And breathe. And then go ahead and come on out of that pose. And just go ahead and rock down onto your back. Let your legs go long. And then bring them in and give them a big hug. Give your knees a big hug. Let your left leg go long. And now bring your right knee across your body. Let your right arm go out to the side and look out over your right arm fingertips. Yeah, keeping that right shoulder down. Work to keep your shoulders on the mat here. Yeah, there you go. And then go ahead and come back to center. Bring that right knee in, give both knees a big hug. And then let your other leg go long. So right leg goes long. Bring your left knee over and peek out over your left fingertips. Yeah. Again, keeping both those shoulders on the ground. And breathe. And then go ahead and come back to center. Give your legs a big hug in. And then go ahead and find your Shavasana. So legs go long, hands come down beside your body. We take one last big breath in together and exhale. And now go ahead and bring your knees in, give them a big hug. Slowly roll to your right side. And just think about what you've done. You should feel pretty good right now. And just keep that inside you and think about someone who might need a little love, a little compassion, a little caring, and send that out to them. Knowing that you've done something amazing for yourself and that with yoga and meditation, you can pretty much get through anything. And so go ahead now and come up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed. We bring our hands to heart center. And I want to thank each and every one of you for practicing today and joining us in your practice. It's been my privilege and pleasure to work with you, and I hope you've enjoyed it. So we bring our hands to heart center, and we forward fold and say, Namaste. So yeah, there you go.
All right. Thank you, PJ, so much. And thank you, Coco, for leading us in a great yoga session. We really appreciate your time today and sharing all of that with us. And hopefully we take some of that peace with us into the afternoon. So thanks again, PJ.
My
For
pleasure.
everybody else, have a great weekend. Stay healthy, be well. Check back with the CMBA website. We have lots more programs ahead in the week ahead while we are all in this together. Thanks. Have a good weekend.